Homeplate is brought to you by OptiView Vision Centers, with 2 locations to serve you in Austintown and Niles.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Shaw. We're here at the Mocha House this morning, and we're here with their chef, Earl Gotney, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about what goes on here at the Mocha House. Earl, tell us a little bit about the Mocha House, a little bit about their history.
Well, when I first started working here, I was a student at Kent Trumbull campus, and I was coming in for coffee every morning, and all of a sudden they said they needed some help. I happen to have some experience, so I kind of fell into the pattern. I've been here since they opened up.
Wow, and the Mocha House has been here for how long?
It'll be 20 years in 2012. Everything here is made fresh. Our soups are homemade. Our cheesecakes, as you know, are homemade. Our meals, we try to variate them to the customer's desire. If it's on the menu, they can have it, but if they come in and desire something else that's not on the menu, we will accommodate.
I know. I live with one of the picky eaters that's here quite frequently, and they do always accommodate. They get whatever you like. So, Earl, I know you guys host a lot of different banquets here at the Mocha House on High Street, but you also have a facility down the street,
yes,
also on High. What's that called?
That's the Hippodrome Banquet and Catering Center. It's just diagonal of the post office, right down the street.
And so tell me a little bit about that facility, why they decided to venture out into that facility, and what type of events you host there.
Our banquet hall downstairs only seats about 80 people, and it limited us to the amount of people we could serve. So the Hippodrome opened up. The original owner had passed away. We opened that up, and it seats a larger quantity of people, 300 people compared to 80 downstairs. Well, our baker is from New York area. We got him, I think, about 15 years ago, and everything is made from scratch. Not necessarily cardiac safe, but we do try to keep it on the lean side. We have items on the menu as well for diet.
Hi, I'm downstairs in the bakery area of the Mocha House. Didn't know this good setup existed. And Tina's working on a cheesecake. Tina, tell me a little bit about what you're making.
This is a California cheesecake. It has cream cheese, strawberries, peaches, kiwi, and blueberries.
Oh, it's awesome. You know, I've had this before. Actually, my mom orders it for her birthday every year. It is excellent. It's really a good cake. Tell me a little bit, what makes it different than like a regular cheesecake?
They're homemade. They're baked in a water bath. And Pete over there, he's the one that makes all the cheesecakes. And I just decorate and finish them off.
They are very, very good. We always enjoy a good cheesecake here at the Mocha House. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about why you started the Mocha House. Bill, tell me a little bit about the history.
It was an opportunity when we graduated from Youngstown State University. The economy was a little bit bad at the time, and my father-in-law had this building, so we had an opportunity to renovate a building downtown Warren as well as create a job. It just happened to be perfect timing when we got into it. So a little bit based on the economy, and we had a passion for the restaurant business. So just good timing, I would say, would be the best.
Nick, tell me how you guys came up with the concept of the Mocha House.
Well, it was a little bit of everything. We have a lot of family in the business, you know, in the New York area. We have uncles that have diners. In the bakery field, I have a cousin that's super culinary. We got a lot of ideas from them. They let us train with them. They actually came here and helped us train our staff. And that's pretty much how we got into it as far as family-wise, just pushing us towards it. And they were our Bible. When we had a question, you know, they were there for us to be support.
What I like about coming here is we used to come here all the time when I was in high school, and we'd come for the atmosphere. Sometimes they have a band, and we'd come and play cards, and so it's kind of fun to come back from where we live now and visit and just come and enjoy good food. They have really good wedding soup, so we like to come and eat that, and desserts, of course, so it's a treat.
What I have in front of me is the California omelet. It's one of my favorites here. It has broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, and the great thing about the Mocha House, if you don't feel like cauliflower or carrots that day, just tell them. They'll make it special for you. I'm gonna give a quick taste here. It's great. The vegetables are crisp. The eggs are done perfectly. I want to thank everyone for having us out today.
Join us August 18th through the 21st for St. John's Glendy, celebrating food, music, and dance. Enjoy the flavors and sounds of Greece. St. John's Greek Orthodox Church, Glenwood Avenue, Boardman, Ohio. For an authentic diner experience, look no further than the Steel Trolley Diner in downtown Lisbon, Ohio. Award-winning hamburgers with all of your favorite toppings, fresh cut fries and onion rings, delicious milkshakes, and some of the best homemade pies you'll find anywhere. Stop by the marketplace and pick up Steel Trolley's original topping sauces, t-shirts, and classic candies. For hometown service and great food, visit the Steel Trolley Diner in Lisbon, Ohio today. Follow us on Facebook or at steeltrolleydiner.com.
Homeplate Homestyle is brought to you in part by Rulli Brothers Markets.
Hi, I'm Helga.
And I'm Mitch, and this is Homeplate Homestyle.
And you know what? It smells like chocolate or coffee or something. You're making a chocolate bar over here?
Well, you know I roast coffee for a living, and
Yes.
this is a brisket, which I did a coffee rub on. Let's knock that off because we're going to saute this in a minute. Oh, I'm quite a mess.
That's okay.
But this is coffee, black pepper, and sea salt, and it kind of soaks into the outside. It's a dry rub, we call it. And what we'll do is we'll braise that.
Okay.
And then we'll add our vegetables, just rough cut around it, and add some beef stock. Put that aside, and it can be cooking while you watch a ball game.
Oh, very good. I tell you, it really smells good coffee, rich coffee, isn't it?
I love my coffee, you know.
So what do you want me to do today?
We're gonna just chop these up.
Chop it up?
You do maybe
big
half or quarter inch, or rather half inch even, just rough.
All right.
You know, if it's a big piece, it's gonna be cooking in there for an hour or two. Well, probably 3 hours for this piece of meat, don't you think?
Okay, how many pounds is that, what you have there?
Oh, you know, I didn't even look. It looks like such a beautiful piece. I'm guessing that's about, what, 2.5?
2.5, 3 pounds. Wow, I tell you, this is excellent. Yeah, I'm going to let you do the onions because, you know, I don't like to do onions because I have to cry.
Yeah, we don't want to use the skin.
No.
That can get too bitter.
Okay.
Just
chop the onion. Oh, well, that was easy.
The onion is a lot more tender than the carrot, right? The carrot's going to just cook down. We don't really care because this is all going to fall apart. All right, now we can braise our meat.
Okay.
Ready to do that?
Ready to do that, yes. I'm just learning so much from you, you know that?
Oh, well, I'm going to have my chance to learn too.
I guess so. I'm going to teach you a few things too, I hope.
We'll lay that right in there. Switch the oil around.
Nice. And now we're going to put
It's okay if some of the coffee's there, but you don't want too much.
Okay.
I got most of that off of there. And we're going to let that brown on one side, and then we'll flip it, and then we'll put all the vegetables around.
Oh, when we flip it, we put the vegetables on?
Yeah, because it'll be harder with the vegetables tossing.
You're right.
That's how I usually stain my shirts.
Yeah. Okay, Mitch, it looks like maybe you can flip it over now, do you think?
I think you're right.
All right.
Let's get some of that oil moved around there.
And it already smells amazing.
And the fat side, we got a little bit of a sear there. Now we can add our vegetables.
All righty. Now I'm going to put a little bit here and a little bit there. And the carrots for color, look so pretty.
Nice.
And a big onion for you. There we go. Boy, that really looks nice.
And our beef stock. Well, let's see. Let's toss these around a little bit first.
Okay. So you don't need any salt or pepper on the vegetables?
Well, we've seasoned this. As we go, we'll taste the stock and we'll add some salt and pepper. This has a lot of sea salt already on it. So a lot of that rub was still on here.
Okay.
And you never want to over salt because you can't go back.
No, you can't take it out.
Okay.
Very nice.
Now we'll pour this over the top.
Hear that sizzle?
Now you check this periodically.
Okay.
And if it needs more liquid, if it's cooking very fast, it could reduce too quickly. This will be your sauce, of course, in the end. Okay. And it'll have a nice flavor of coffee. But beware, it will keep you up just like a cup of coffee.
Okay, so you better eat it early in the afternoon.
Yeah, this is great for a Super Bowl or something, right?
Yeah. Makes nice sandwiches afterwards too.
Thank you for your help.
Okay.
We'll put this aside and get this going.
Yes, very good. So Mitch, what is this?
This is from my garden.
Wow, look at that.
This would be a Brussels plant.
Brussels sprouts.
Plant.
That's one
these
thing.
These would have big leaves on them, like cabbage.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And you just cut them right off.
Cut them off.
There, there's your Brussels sprout.
And then you roast them like that.
Yeah. If you let these go to your last freeze, they're sweeter.
Okay. I like that. Very nice.
And there we've roasted them. Now this is mashed parsnips, a little bit of butter, some cream, a little bit of chicken stock, and some nutmeg, salt, pepper.
Okay.
And we've just mashed them by hand. Now we're going to put them back on this plate too.
And they're little, I mean, I don't like to say the word lumpy, but that's what they are because it's country style. Yes,
country style.
It is very good. I don't like it when it's too smooth, the vegetables. You know, this is really nice.
Yeah, I like it too.
It
you
is
get
delicious.
The crunch of the vegetable a little
yes.
bit.
Oh, that look good. And now we're gonna have a brisket.
Now we have the brisket.
Oh, look at this! How beautiful.
That's been in there for what? About 3 hours now. Huh?
Yep. Beautiful.
It looks like it's tender. Whoops. All right.
That has the coffee wrap on it?
This does, yeah. Oh, it's very tender.
Yes, it is.
Juicy. Yeah, maybe that little piece.
Can I have a little taste of this? My gosh. This is really good. Delicious.
We basically, what you want to do with this...
Take the vegetables?
Is, yeah, you scoop some of these vegetables. These are mostly for flavor. You can use these on the plate. We prefer a little crunchy vegetable, but your sauce is all there. Now, if you want to thicken your sauce, as we all know, just a little butter and flour. You can do this on the stovetop, or just leave it thin, because with the parsnip and the Brussels sprouts.
This is excellent. You're cutting some more, huh? Did you taste yours, your creation there?
Would you like to taste?
I had a piece already, yes. It was delicious. Very tender, juicy.
You taste the coffee?
Yes, I do. I taste the coffee.
Probably going to keep us up tonight. Thank you for joining us.
This is Helga.
And I'm Mitch, Home Plate, Home Style.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye-bye now.
Kevin, so I'm going to a dinner party tonight and I'm bringing some flowers, but I've got a problem. I need an easy way to transport them.
Okay, I've got a solution for you. What you're gonna need is you're gonna need a water bottle, a pair of scissors, your flowers, of course, and the water.
All right, and then what's next?
What's next is you're gonna take the water bottle, you're gonna smash together the top.
Okay.
And using a pair of scissors, and you know, I would recommend that an adult do this, that a child not do this because of the scissors, and probably because of the sharpness of the bottle.
All right.
You're gonna discard the top of the bottle.
Okay.
You're gonna flop open the top of the water bottle. Next, fill it with water about halfway. I wouldn't fill it the whole way because you don't wanna stand the chance of spillage during the transport.
And you can put that in your cup holder while you're driving.
That's the idea. The idea would be to put the bottle in your cup holder, put in your flowers, and you're good to go.
All right, that is a great, easy tip, and it looks great, and I think your friends are gonna love it. All right, join us next time for another great tip.
Welcome to Explore the Mahoning Valley. I'm your host, Paula Jasper. Today we're going to take a peek inside a treasured local institution, the YWCA of Youngstown. 1 century ago, after raising $150,000, several members of the city's most prominent families established a permanent space for the YWCA of Youngstown, a 5-story brick structure on West Rayen Avenue. Under the leadership of Director Constance Schaefer, the YWCA recently undertook an ambitious $10 million renovation and restoration of the historic building. Today, we're going to meet Development Director Leah Brooks, who will take us on a tour of the facility.
In the historic lobby, a lot of preservation was done back to circa 1923. The woodwork was all preserved, and the colors are of the historic color palette as best could be matched to those times. 6/6 pane crossbar windows, and this space is yet to be developed. We're hoping that we are able to put some vendors in here, maybe a small coffee shop, some consignment shops, but also to use it as an entertainment space. It's a large meeting room. Part of our art show will be here this summer. And so we're really excited about the potential in the future for this space. The 4th floor was originally a housing floor of the YWCA, single dorm room style. When it was renovated, you'll notice many doors down the hallway. Some are white and some are green. The green doors are the entranceways to the new apartment areas, but due to the nature of the historic preservation of the building and the funding associated with it, we had to maintain all the doors. So the white doors are no entrance that are wall boarded on the inside of the apartment unit, and the green doors are the entrance ways. Another issue was the hallways. We could have actually made the units larger, but we had to maintain the current size of the hallways per the historic preservation. This unit is probably close to 650 square feet. You wouldn't get any better in downtown New York. There's a wonderful view out of the large windows. And then it has spacious closet space and a nice bathroom. This is long-term housing, so people could live here indefinitely as long as they qualify on a fixed income. But you know, if we do have a turnover, then we have to make sure we're ready for the needs of that next tenant. So right now we have 30 units and they are all leased up.
Oh, I love it. After all these years of sharing a bathroom with 18 women and getting in each other's way, it's so much nicer to have your own space. You know, there's not as much tension anymore. And this is the first apartment I've ever had.
I am the program manager of Youth and Empowerment. I oversee all of our youth programming, which includes youth 2.5 to 12 years old. We've also done some programming with character building inside the Youngstown City Schools, where we go in and we do anti-violence, anti-bullying curriculums along with financial management.
Whatever services the women need, we're here for them. Again, we go out into the community. Sometimes the women need furniture. We go to various agencies and try to give them referrals to get furniture. If they need services, some of the women have mental health problems. We send them to, or we actually call the agency and see if they can be serviced at the various mental health and community agencies in the community.
My responsibilities at the YWCA is to teach life skills and offer case management services. Life skills entails money management, anything like drug and alcohol treatment, things like that. Our women who are in our program, you know, when they're usually homeless and they come in with all kind of problems, and we try to assist them with helping them be self-sufficient and becoming productive members in society so that they can move on and raise their income and work towards getting permanent housing.
Connie Schaefer has been the director here for about 17 years, and she was really the leader, the fearless leader of this project, trying to match, with the support of the board, trying to match some of the complex funding structures with all the rules and regulation, marrying historic preservation with low income tax credit requirements, including ADA, universal design. So trying to make a historic building work as a modern function was quite a challenge. Timing of money, timing of contractors, relationships between architects, contractors, subcontractors, and making all that work was really a miracle feat. It's about a $10 million project. We are still fundraising and moving forward with phase 2, which includes the remainder of the windows, some of the cosmetic touches, some of the furnishings, as well as landscape architecture, hoping to have a garden space in the front.
Hi, my name's John Webster, the wine guy, and I've got a problem here. I've got a bottle of really nice sparkling wine from the Loire, and I've poured a glass of it here, and I have some left over. And a lot of my readers have asked me, well, what do you do with a bottle of champagne or sparkling wine? And you've got no more, no more drinkers. Well, you got to find a way to preserve it. Got a nice little tool here. You can find this in most stores, grocery stores even have them. As you can see, it looks like a little capsule, and it looks like just like what you take off the bottle. And what you do is you set that and seat it right over the top of the bottle and snap it down over. And what it does, it gets under the lip and it reseals the champagne or the sparkling wine in the bottle. If you've ever tried to put one of these back in the bottle, you've found out, like me, it doesn't work. That's why these little tools here are absolutely essential for anyone that enjoys a nice sparkling wine or champagne. Be sure to read my column in the Metro Monthly each month.
Visit metromonthly.net for some of the coolest Mahoning Valley logo wear anywhere. We've got Idora Park, Straus's, Warren G. Harding, Rayan, Red Barn, and so much more. Visit metromonthly.net and click on the store icon today.
Dining out at Cafe Capri is so much more than eating out. It's about a warm, inviting atmosphere where Tuscany meets Vegas. The Quaranta family invites you to gather around the table at Cafe Capri Italian Bar and Grill, Market Street, Boardman.
Hello, I'm Sophia Brooks, and welcome to Expressions. Today we're going to visit one of Youngstown's most important cultural landmarks, Stambaugh Auditorium. Stambaugh was created through a gift from the estate of Henry H. Stambaugh, who died in 1919 at age 60. The historic auditorium was dedicated on December 5, 1926. American humorist Will Rogers was the first act to play Stambaugh. Over the years, distinguished guests ranged from the First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt to 1960s presidential candidate Senator Hubert Humphrey to evangelist Catherine Kuhlman. You want to tell us about the Henry Stambaugh gift that created this?
Well, we're very fortunate that Henry H. Stambaugh, in his last will and testament, provided for the creation of a community center for the people of Youngstown and the surrounding areas. Now, this building, they started construction in 1925 and completed it in 1926. They did this for less than $2 million in those days. So we're very, very fortunate that there was a family that wanted to help the community in their entertainment, education, and just enjoyment, and that they donated the money to create Stambaugh Auditorium.
What you're seeing now is the catwalk high above the main auditorium. Not too many people in Youngstown have been here or seen this before today. Here are the massive pipes of the auditorium's wonderful concert organ. Look at the size and the scale of this instrument.
Never has a C major chord sounded so wonderful as it does at the beginning of the organ entry in the Saint-Saëns Organ Symphony. It starts with a big and then moves
The A. Thompson Allen Company of New Haven, Connecticut, was contracted to restore this rare pipe organ, which is also known as the King of Instruments. Prior to the restoration, the E.M. Skinner concert organ, known as Opus No. 582, had not been heard for decades.
I have an uncooperative C, which is sticking throughout, but it gives you some idea of the potential of the instrument, and then combined with the orchestra, really, it's quite a special sound.
Now I'm sitting here with Bill Conti, who is the president of the Stambaugh Auditorium, and we're going to talk about the improvements that he has helped do right here. Welcome.
Well, I've been on the board since 1990 as a director and then became trustee. And through that period, we've made many improvements to Stambaugh, and I think the crowning glory is really the concert hall that was in dire need of restoration. So the company that refurbished Severance Hall, the dependable painting company, did the ceiling, walls, and the restoration of the concert hall in 2003, and we finished that in 2005 with new recovering of the seats and new curtains on the stage. We renovated the stage and brought it back to its original coloring of 1926. We have a gallery on the side corridor of all the performers and performances that occurred during that time and still continues.
Well, I want to thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
For being here.
Anytime.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Through a partnership with the Mahoning Valley Historical Society and its Business and Media Archives, Homeplate will take you on a trip back in time. Each week we will feature a different segment from our area's history. Now, let's go inside the archives.